Connecting Theories with DAP Guidance. What is DAP? DAP, or Developmentally Appropriate Practice, refers to teaching methods and educational practices that ensures to meet the children's developmental needs, individual needs, and cultural context. Also, DAP ensures that learning experiences are individually appropriate, culturally appropriate, age appropriate, and culturally responsive. It focuses on nurturing the child's social, emotional, physical, and cognitive growth in a way that respects their pace and abilities. Sociocultural theory developed by Lev Vygotsky emphasizes that learning and development are shaped by social interactions and cultural contexts. It highlights the role of language, tools, and interactions with the more knowledgeable others in facilitating cognitive growth. Sociocultural theory includes ZPD, or the Zone of Proximal Development, MKO, or the more knowledgeable others, scaffolding, and the influence of cultural practices on learning and thinking. Scaffolding is a temporary support provided by a teacher or a peer to help a learner achieve its task alone, and is later on removed once the learner improved, such as prompts or hints during an activity. More knowledgeable others, or MKO, is a person who has a higher level of knowledge or skills that helps assist learners in learning, such as teachers, peers, or parents. ZPD, or Zone of Proximal Development, is a gap between what a learner can do independently and what a learner can do with the help of a more knowledgeable others. In sociocultural theory, community is essential in shaping how individuals make meaning. Through interactions with others such as friends, family, peers, or cultural groups, learners acquire knowledge, skills, and values. Shared activities, language, tools provided by the community helps individuals internalize concepts and develop a deeper understanding of how the world works. This collaborative process highlights that learning is social and is rooted in cultural context.
Client-centered therapy, also known as person-centered therapy, is a humanistic approach to therapy developed by Carl Rogers. It focuses on the self-actualizing tendency, which is the natural drive within individuals to realize their full potential and grow. This approach emphasizes creating a supportive, non-judgmental environment where the client feels accepted, understood, and empowered to explore and develop their true self. So, self-actualization is a natural, ongoing process where individuals aim to grow, achieve their full potential, and become the best version of themselves. It involves realizing personal talents, pursuing meaningful goals, and finding fulfillment in life. And also, the humanistic approach emphasizes the idea that each person's self is made up to unique concepts such as values, beliefs, and experiences which shape their identity and individuality. It focuses on the personal growth, self-awareness, and the pursuit of meaning in life. Self-image. This refers to how a person views themselves, encompassing aspects like physical appearance. And second is self-esteem, or self-worth. This is the degree to which a person values and accepts themselves. It reflects their sense of self-respect and confidence in their worth. Like, for example, asking oneself, "Am I worthy?" or "How do I feel about myself?" So the ideal self this represents the person or an individual that strives to become, reflecting their goals and aspirations. And for example of this is like a child or a person tell that "I want to become a doctor" or "I want to travel around the world." Incongruence. So incongruence, this occurs when a person's self-image differs significantly from their ideal self, with minimal overlap. This disconnect can make self-actualization challenging as the individual struggles to align who they are with or who they want to become. And congruence, this happens when a person's self-image closely aligns with their ideal self, creating more overlap. In this state, the individual is better positioned to achieve self-actualization as they are living in harmony with their aspiration. Unconditional positive regard, so this involves accepting and valuing a person for who they are without any conditions or expectations attached to their worth. Like for example of this is a parent saying, "I love you no matter what." And the second one is conditional positive regard. So this occurs when love and acceptance are given only if the person meets a specific condition or expectation. And for example of this is a parent saying to their child, "I am proud of you only when you got good grades." So first, empathy. This involves deeply understanding and sharing the child's feelings and experiences from their unique perspective without judgment. And for example of this is listening carefully to how the child feels and validating their emotions. So second is unconditional positive regard. Accepting and valuing the child without judgment regardless of their behavior or emotions, fostering a sense of safety and worth. And the example of this is offering love and support regardless of the child's actions or feelings. Third is genuineness, being authentic, honest, and transparent in the relationship, ensuring the child feels they are being treated sincerely. And for example of this is speaking openly and honestly with the child, showing your true self to them. And fourth is active listening, giving full attention to what the child is saying, both through their words and nonverbal cues, to show you value their communication. And for example of this is nodding or maintaining eye contact and responding truthfully while the child is speaking. And the last one is reflecting feelings, paraphrasing or mirroring the child's emotions to help them better understand and articulate their feelings. And for example of this is saying, "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated because you can't find your toy," to help the child recognize and express their emotions.
On to Adlerian theory and child guidance, which is proposed by Alfred Adler, and he says that a person's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are interconnected. He also developed individual psychology, which is based on the idea that people are driven by their goals and the way they interact with others. Each person has a natural desire to grow, improve, and make positive contributions to society. This means that people are motivated not just by personal needs, but by their desire to feel valued and connected within their community. Adler also believed that this social aspect is a key part of what shapes our behavior and choices. There are 6 stages of Adlerian psychotherapy. Phase 1 is about establishing the therapeutic relationship. This phase focuses on building strong foundation between the therapist and client. It emphasizes creating a collaborative, trusting, and respectful relationship where the client feels safe, understood, and valued. This strong bond sets the stage for effective therapy by encouraging open communication and cooperation. Phase 2 is about assessment. In this phase, the therapist and client work together to explore the client's life story, personal traits, and unique perspective on the world. This helps uncover the underlying beliefs and patterns that influence the client's thoughts and behaviors. Understanding these aspects allow the therapist to tailor therapy to the client's specific needs and goals. The third phase is the encouragement and clarification. In this phase, the therapist helps the client gain insight into their beliefs, behaviors, and goals. The focus is in clarifying these aspects to promote better self-understanding. At the same time, the therapist uses encouragement to support the client, boosting their confidence and motivation to make positive changes and pursue their personal goals. The fourth phase is the interpretation. This phase involves delving deeper into the client's past experiences, core beliefs, and motivations to uncover unconscious patterns that may be influencing their current behavior. By bringing these hidden patterns to light, the therapist helps the client understand how these factors shape their life, allowing for more conscious and informed decision-making going forward. The fifth phase is the style of life redirection. In this phase, clients work on reshaping their attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors to better align with their true values and goals. This redirection helps them move away from unproductive or limiting patterns and toward healthier, more fulfilling ways of living that reflects their authentic self. The last phase of Adlerian psychotherapy is the metatherapy. Metatherapy focuses on sustaining the progress made during therapy. It ensures that clients are equipped with the tools and strategies they need to maintain their growth and continue applying what they have learned over the long term. This phase solidifies the client's ability to manage challenges independently and integrate positive changes into their everyday life.